So this year seems to be the year of expensive maintenance, unfortunately. But we are back to the fun stuff now, which is the theme of today's video, which is talking about the upcoming build plan for the BMW M5 E60. We're gonna hit our quick workout, then I'm gonna take you guys home, go through the whole list of upcoming mods to the car, a few things we gotta touch up on the car, something like the exhaust tips, which have been rusted for like 2 years now. Ridiculous, by the way. And all kinds of new mods coming, performance mods, cosmetic mods. I think it's time to really take the deep dive with this car. I had to make the choice whether I was gonna, sell it and save up for something new or really commit to building this M5, which I think is what we're gonna do now. So let's go hit that workout, get home, get another coffee in because I'm exhausted, and then talk about the build plan, the full build plan for my 2006 BMW M5 E60. Okay, I'm gonna walk you guys through the exact build plan that I've come up for the M5 E60. I'm also gonna be breaking down exactly what websites, prices, all that stuff I'm getting these mods from. I'm gonna give you guys a full breakdown and give you a sum of exactly how much I predict this build is gonna cost. Again, with installation and stuff, it may be a bit more, but this is just the raw price for the parts and anything else that's gonna bring that cost up. So for the first set of parts, I'm going to a website called modbargains.com. They have a lot of BMW parts specifically. I've used them in the past before. They're from the US, they're from California, I believe, and they let you shop rate by vehicle. So we're gonna come down here, again, modbargains.com, go check them out. They do have other brands, but BMW is one they stock a lot of. You can shop by your vehicle, so I'm gonna go to M5, and we're gonna go rate for the E60. We have the 2006 model, and they give you a full breakdown of a bunch of different parts here. Now, the first one we're gonna go to is the exterior. This is something I've wanted to do for a while. Now, what I'm thinking for this build is to get some side skirts and maybe a new lip and diffuser. Here are the side skirts I was looking at. So we'll start the cost tally now at the top right here, $431.95 USD. They're carbon side skirts. Let me show you what they look like on the car. Very clean, a lot cleaner than the ones I had before. The ones I had before were a bit flimsy, not as nice as these ones. I really like this little indent here where it comes in. It really kind of brings the body styling together. Yes, the car is silver right now, but by the end of this video, that might be a different story. So let me know what you think of the first mod. Carbon fiber skirts from modbargains.com. Tally is $431.95 USD. Now, going on to mod number 2. For mod number 2, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the side skirts, I was thinking of getting a carbon fiber rear diffuser for the back of the M5. I think this one is pretty clean. I didn't want anything huge with any kind of fins going down the side or anything like that. I like that this kind of closes that gap that the M5 has at the bottom of the back bumper there. So I think this one brings it a bit more, together. This one's gonna come in at $399 USD, so we'll add that to the tally here at the top. And it matches the carbon side skirts. I believe they can come as a set. If I can get a deal with that, maybe I'll contact them, that'd be cool. But those are the first two. I think it's gonna really fill out the bottom of the body there, because that's one of the biggest problems I've had with this M5 since buying it, is the bottom of the body seems to have all these gaps that don't really go together. There's the front bumper that has the gap in the middle, which we filled in when we got the front lip way back when. And the back has that hole in the middle at the bottom of the rear bumper, which also kind of looks unfinished. So I'm thinking that the rear diffuser and maybe the side skirts matched with the lip that we currently have on it is gonna help bring the bottom of the body together. And the fact that it's a lowered car, I think it's gonna make it look even better. Another thing I should mention is I already have black front grills on the M5. So I think the carbon diffuser and the carbon side skirts are really gonna help, bring that look together. And not to get too far ahead here, but I'm thinking about wrapping the car, and the color that I'm thinking, I think will go really well with the black and the carbon accents. I could get a new front lip. They have a carbon front lip on the website here as well. For $349.95, they have this carbon lip right here. This is the Hammond style, which means it has that open front area right here. It leaves a bit of that gap along the bottom here. I don't really know how I feel about that. I have the Hartge front lip, which closes that gap here. I'll put a picture of it at the top of the screen right now. This is my car currently. And I'm thinking I'm gonna keep the lip I have now and might just get it color matched to the car if I get it wrapped, because this one, I already bottom out with my car all the time going in my driveway and stuff. And I feel like if this one goes down a good 1/4 of an inch here too, I feel like that's just gonna cause me problems. And I don't wanna have to get these lips and these mods touched up every couple months, you know? Up next would be getting the exhaust tips on the M5 replaced from GT Custom Exhausts. I got an axle back job done with them about 3 years ago. And I had, I think, titanium burnt blue exhaust tips. I think that's what they're called. And unfortunately, over time now they've rusted. And I think it's because I got the blue. I don't know if it's the color or what, but they just didn't last. And I need to get just the tips replaced. I think the car really sounds good with the axle back job. It's not too loud, not too obnoxious, but still sounds really, really good. And so I want to keep that. And it's just time to get some exhaust tips renewed. And I'm just going to go with silver, I think, because I think it's going to match the rest of the car the best. So I got a quote, and they quoted me about 300 to 350 Canadian. So I'm going to add that up here in US as well as the tally in Canadian down below. So that's our tally right now. This should be done actually relatively soon. I can probably get this done within the next 2 weeks. I just got to call and make my appointment. They're here in the Toronto area as well. And like I said, that one's going to be about 300 bucks, so it's not even that bad, 300 Canadian. And there's no shipping or anything involved. I just drive there, which is great. So I'm going to go over my exhaust tip options when I actually go and see them, and that's going to be a whole video in itself. Because I don't want to go with burnt blue tips again. I think I want to go with something a bit cleaner and go with the silver. So replacing the exhaust tips with silver ones, 300 Canadian, putting it on the tally right there. Now this last mod I'm actually going to go down to the car for, because it is something that would change, I think, the entire look of the car, and that would be wrapping the car. As much as I love the Silverstone 2 metallic M color that's on the M5 right now, it's a super unique color. It's got that blue hinge to it in the sun. I just think it's a time for a change. I've seen the M5 in different colors, and there's a lot I think work really well with it, and so I'd like to test something. And so I think it's just time for something new. This by far will be the most expensive mod out of all of them. So I want to get some opinions first. So here is the Silverstone 2 metallic on the BMW M5. You can't really see the blue hinge too much right now because we're not in the sun. But if I get close, you can see it just a little bit when it hits off the clouds there. It does look really, really nice. And I think it makes, you know, the red and the intake scoops right there pop. And we also have the Indianapolis red interior, which I think is super, super clean. I like these seats a bit better than the newer M cars. This one's that Indianapolis, a bit darker red, and not so much that like bright red cherry color that you see in the newer M cars. So this one's a bit cleaner. So I think this would look really good with dark racing green metallic. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I know the newer M5 comes in this color, and I kind of fell in love with it when I saw it. And I'm just thinking this car could really, really look good if we wrapped it that color. Although looking at it in the light right now with the silver, it is making me love the Silverstone 2 again. So now I'm super undecided. I think the other mods are a given. I think those ones are gonna happen for sure. It's the wrap that I'm the most iffy on, because there's just little things I want to adjust on the car before we get it done. Like if you can see here, the fitment on the front bumper is a bit off on both sides. This doesn't seem to stay in. I don't know if it's because of a clip issue or it's broken or something. So I think I need to take it off and just have a look at it myself. But that Silverstone 2 is looking good right now. It's making it tough. And again, just to show you, we do have the Hartge front lip. This is the one that closes that gap right here. And we have a bit more room on the bottom. We're still pretty damn low. And this lip is absolutely scratched up along the bottom. So I think it might be time for either a repaint or a new one altogether. But that is going to be it for the build update for the BMW M5. That is the plan. Here's our tally total. The estimate for the wrap is about 2,500 Canadian. I'll put that on the US and the Canadian tally right here. That's the biggest one I'm the most iffy on. The rest of them are pretty doable, and I think that's what's gonna come next. But the wrap, I'm not so sure on. I do love the dark green, but I'm also loving the Silverstone 2 on this M5. But I think it's time for a change. think I'm bored of it. I've had this car for 5 years, and I think it's time for something new. So let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know what you think about if we got it wrapped in that green, how it'll fit with the Indianapolis red on the inside here. I think it's going to be pretty nice, the red on green. I'm going to keep the wheels silver. Right now I have the M6 wheels on the M5, like you can see right here. Those are the BMW M6 E63 wheels. I might put the stock wheels back on if I get the color changed. I think it might work with the look a bit better, but we'll see. But that is the build update and the build plan moving forward. So I'm going to be filming all that for the channel. Going to be putting all those videos on YouTube. If that's something you're into, make sure you hit the like and sub button so you don't miss any of that coming to this car. Going to be posting all the photos of it on my Insta right here at Chris Manjuris. Give that a follow too. New fall hoodies are out at apparelbyenemy.com. Car Culture Clothing. Big discount when you sign up by email on your first order. Go take advantage of that. Get yourself some of the new drops we just released, and I know you'll find something you'll love. Thank you guys as always, and I will catch you in the next video. My name's Chris. See you.